it may concern. Eba mi sọ fún Biola. Ó lóun bí props. Tí n bá rí ọmọ yẹn ní location. Tó ń fi ọmọ mi ṣe props káàkiri. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ Biola tẹ́ bá rí tó gbá gbé ọmọ yẹn wá sí location. Ẹ lù délé.
Thank God for God. Thank God for science. Welcome once again to this channel. Like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel if you're new here. A lot of people need to learn. They need to appreciate God in the life of actress Biola Bayo. Many people are going through hard times. I mean, giving birth to children, getting pregnant, it is not an easy feat. Even men also have their own problems, but because men have this ego and they do not want to stoop down or go through the process of checking themselves to find out if they are the problems in that relationship or marriage. I'm talking about having children. They often will put the pressure on that woman, and women will go through that for a very long time. Why am I saying this? You see, Biola Bayo had issues giving birth. She's not the only person that has these issues. There are some actresses and ordinary people too who have these problems. She did not hide it. She went through a long process. Is it IVF that has failed several times? Talk about the emotional aspect of it and money that you pay. We are talking of millions of naira being paid into this. It is not an easy procedure. Just go check it out and you'll see that IVF is not an easy procedure. It drains you physically, emotionally, drains your pocket. And when you don't get it, you know how hard it is. Well, she has decided to tell Nigerians, tell people, tell her fans how she went about getting this very good news that she's celebrating. And she had a man who stood by her through all this process. Now, we have different process of trying to get children. Either you get it through the normal, natural way that everyone comes with, or you go through IVF, or in this case, you look for a surrogate, someone to help you carry this child if you have complications or you have issues carrying a child. Well, she has done surrogates several times and it failed. And this time around, she's grateful to Almighty God because finally she was able to get what she wants. It is not easy. She's thanking God and thanking the person that decided to put her body down all through that 9 months. Surrogacy is taking something from the man and taking something from the woman and putting in a woman that can carry the child to full term. This is surrogacy. So it's just the other woman who, give the child some extra, nurture the child inside and this and that. But when you check that child, the child belongs to both parents. There are some instances that they just take the egg from another woman and take from the man. That is how it works. They take from the man, they take from the woman that is going to be a donor. She's going to donate her egg. So it depends on what procedure or what is applicable at that time. Well, she's thanking God because there are people who have pretended for a very long time, like we heard of some people with some 80-year-old man, royalty, you know what I'm talking about, that, got leaked out that they could not get pregnant. So what they often will do is to go get injection and their stomach will, kind of begin to pump out and you would think they are pregnant. And afterwards, they will look for a way to go and get a child from someone and they will bring that child home and say, this is our child. There are different ones that will come up with fake baby bump. I do understand that these things are emotional. I cannot blame women that cannot give birth to children and they want to keep appearance because it's like the same pressure that is on a man. If you don't have money, they say, hide your face. You see how these things are? The pressure is on a man. In fact, men are loved for only what they can provide most of the times. If a man is not up and doing, if he cannot provide, he's not loved. Men are not loved just like that. And also, on the other side too, women are also appreciated, particularly when they are married, for what they can also provide as a woman. And when I say provide, I'm not talking of financial now. I'm talking about having children. If a woman gets married and she cannot bring forth children within the first 2 years, you will see pressure being mounted on her from different corners. Pressure everywhere. Let us just watch a little bit of this clip where she was being told not to bring that child down to any of the location for props, because she's saying, look, this one is for props.
Woman may concern. Ẹ bá mi sọ fún Biola. Ó lóun bí props. Tí n bá rí ọmọ yẹn ní location. Tó ń fi ọmọ mi ṣe props káàkiri. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ Biola tẹ́ bá rí tó bá gbé ọmọ yẹn wá sí location. Ẹ lù délé.
Jaya ni dájú
Ní báyìí mo lè máa lẹ́yìn lọ.
props ṣé ká lọ máa kówó ra props.
Ọkọ ẹ̀rí péjì ni àgọ́.
Content.
Ṣé o bó content ló fẹ́ fọmọ?
Àbí content.
Ọmọ tèmi kọ́ ló máa fi ṣe props.
Àbí props.
Òun bí
ṣé
props.
ká lọ àwọn tó ń gbọ́ ọmọ wọn sílẹ̀ ìyá wọn yẹn ò ṣe yàn.
Àbó ògbà. Ọlọ́run á lè jẹ́ rí ẹ pẹ̀lú ọmọ ní sex. Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ rí ẹ kó gbọ́ ọmọ yẹn wá sí sex oní props. Àwọn Yorùbá tó bá dẹ̀ kí ọmọ yẹn mọ́lẹ̀ wọ́n máa lò ó pa ni. Wọ́n máa lo ọmọ yẹn tó máa mọ̀ pé wọ́n lo òun.
Ẹja pa owó ẹja fowó lórí ẹ.
Ẹja lọ. If I tell you, you will not believe it. But we thank God. Jésù ọba yìí ṣe o. Jésù ọba yìí ṣe o. Ọlọ́run á wọ Ọlọ́run á dá sí. Ọlọ́run ò ní ṣe lóhun nìkan. Lágbára ayọ̀ tẹ gbé dání yẹn, ayọ̀ tó máa bá yín kalẹ̀ ni. Where is my baby? Biola! Only me, they blow the Sunday.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm very sure that if you're a fan of Biola, you will be rejoicing with that. And also, if you're an expectant mother, if you are also going through the same process of IVF, going through the same process of surrogacy, going through all of this process, all this procedure, or you're hoping on God that your own time will come, because it's just something that you cannot explain. Particularly those that have gone through medical examination and they've been told that there is nothing wrong with them. And they are trying, they are checking out, finding out what to do and what not to do, and nothing is coming forth. They've done this 3 years, 4 years, and it has put pressure on their marriage. You know how hard it is. And most of them have now ended up in the house of some spiritualist or religious clerics, and they are being drained of money, up to the point whereby some people are being abused, where a woman, because she's looking for a child, some people will advise her and say, look, why don't you look for another man to try? This man will chase you out of the house. Check another man. Since they say there's nothing wrong with you, and they say nothing is wrong with him, go and check another man. And they begin to check this guy somewhere, maybe, you know, one panel beater in one corner, one vulcanizer in one corner, one place, or probably their ex. They will look for that person just for one night stand or whatever. Once they get it, they disappear. And problem begins later in future, when the man gets to find out or something happens, you know. And, you know, many mysterious things. Also, some get abused by those religious clerics, those spiritualists who will say, you know what, I have to lay with you before you can have a child, and many mysterious things. Some of them have gone through many of this, all because of the pressure of wanting to have a child for their husband. It is not easy, particularly in a society where having a child is so important. In a society where if you don't have a child as a woman, it's like you are incomplete. You feel inside of you like there is something missing in you. There is something. If not, you know, just imagine how the pressure was back in those years before IVF became something that people could resort to, even though it is not easy. IVF is not anybody's mate. It is not a joke. You spend a lot of money, and that you don't even have the guarantee that you will have anything. You could go through the procedure 4 times, 2, back to back, and nothing happens. Imagine millions that you have spent. Millions of naira just to have a child. Imagine this. So we are saying congratulations to her for the process, and for her to come out to say, this is what I did. There's nothing to hide. There's no need for any blog to begin to say, oh, so and so Biola, this actress, this got this, as if it is a crime. It is not a crime. Everyone has his own struggle. So if you are an expectant person, or you are hoping, also struggling for this same thing, use this as a point of contact. Use this as, you know, a connection for God to give you your own, to give you that blessed child, not the one that will come and cause you trouble after stressing yourself, to get the child into this world. The child ends up to become, another koboko flogging your life. Use this as a point of contact. Use this as, by liking and sharing this video and dropping a comment. It's very important. Yes, drop a comment, like and share, subscribe, and this could be a point of contact for you, because they say when you rejoice with the happy people, when you rejoice with people who have people who have good things happening in their life, when you rejoice, it will definitely come to you. The energy will also come to you. Rejoice. Instead of feeling bad, instead of feeling sad that you don't have yours, and for those who are already having theirs, it's also, a point of contact to say, oh God, let my children and not have any of this problem. And you yourself to say your children also will be fruitful, and, they will be children that will, give back to you plenty in good things, not in bad. What are your opinion, thoughts? What do you see about this one? Drop your comment, like, share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're new here. See you in the next one.